Grand risings, my darlings. How are we all doing today? I hope that we're all doing absolutely swell. I sure am. I've edited so much on my Twitch, and I've edited so much on my Streamlabs, where you can now use commands. Okay. Now, may I just add, these commands are only for if you're on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. Okay. Because you don't need them on anything else. So do be aware of that. Don't try and use it on TikTok, please, because you'll just make me laugh. Okay? I don't need a laugh today. Hi, Kay. Do you think A is coming back in December? Let's see. Do I think A is coming back in December? Let's have a look. Do I think A is coming back in December? I do, my darling, yes. I do think that A is coming back in December. Okay. Also, we have some news as well, which I'll be sharing in a little bit. So stay tuned for that, because I can tell you now, a lot of you will like the news. And a lot of you will want to get ready to pop it in your diaries. Okay, hello Den, how are you, my darling? So, there's a little hint. And what's going to be coming out of my mouth in a bit. Okay. Afternoon, can you tell me if the girl who's talking to my son is leading him on? Let's have a look. No, she's not leading him on, my darling, no. She's actually there for him. Okay. Just copying my link so I can share. But yeah, don't forget to stick around, guys, because I'm about to give us some big news. Okay, which I can tell you now, you guys will like. You do need to be able to either drive or get a train. Okay, for this news. Thank you, Kat. I'll be with you in 1 sec, boo. We're just warming up quickly. Will Lambert and the third party break up soon, by next week, or is finally over between them? Let's see. Let's have a look. I still feel like they're going to break up soon, my darling. Okay, they're still going to break up soon. Yeah, they're not over just yet. Okay. Will H reach out to reconcile before the end of the year? Let's see. Let's see. Hello, Lightseeker. Let's see. Yes, they will, my darling. By the way, if you are on any of the other platforms, you are actually able to now. You can do exclamation mark uptime, exclamation mark lurk, exclamation mark link, or exclamation mark followage, which means that if you're on Twitch, YouTube, or Kit, you will now be able to use those to get the links, your lurk time, your uptime, or your followage. Okay, because I haven't created any other command yet, because I don't know what other commands I can use. Yeah. Okay. So, will Alexandra, you can ask yes or no. Will Alexandra come back to you in time for the holidays? Let's see. I feel that they will, my darling, yes. Yes. Oh, I should have done a T's and C's link. Oh, I'd have enough characters for the T's and C's. You've got the T's and C's in my price list anyway, my darling, so it wouldn't have mattered putting it on as an exclamation mark. No one's going to actually do that. That'd be weird. Right. Does your mother love you? Love, like, genuinely. Let's see. Never ever thought I'd be asked that. Let's see. I feel that she does genuinely love you, my darling. I feel that she might go against you just to protect you, though, okay? So you might be feeling that she doesn't love you, but that's just her trying to protect you, trying to look out for you, okay, boo? Hope that helps. Ba 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 ba. Or we'll keep that as Streamlabs. I can't be asked to change the bot account name. Models, chat alerts, get notified in chat whether an activity happens like a donation or subscription. Yes. Shoutouts, yes. Highest minigames, no. G Machine, no. Media share, yes. Don't want the 8-bit call, don't want machine, don't want jewel, don't want emote pyramid, emote combo, don't want that. Brilliant. Commands, got that. I think is absolutely swell. I love how I've got my mod bot off. Command, so yeah. Hello, Andrea. How are you? Hello, Cherry. Cherry, does Albert love you? We'll stop with his GF. Let's see. He does love you, and yes, he'll stop with his GF, my darling. Okay. Also, don't forget to go and check out our Buy Me a Coffee wishlist as well. We do have some amazing decks in there. We are trying to get them out of there. Okay, it really does help out. So thank you for all the donations. Do I have, talking of payment, do I have Katrina for your reading, my darling? Will Lambert and you reconcile by December? Let's see. Yes, you'll reconcile by December, my darling. Miss Cat, Paul's thoughts, feelings, intentions, and future actions towards me, reconciliation, and comments. Let's have a gorgeous look. Okay, you will have to give me a minute to shuffle. I haven't shuffled large cards in a while. Okay, so please bear with me while we shuffle these. Okay. Let me just move that over slightly. There we go. Chat, do bear with me. Thank you for the heart me, my darling. Remember, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and share. It really does help out. Hello, Pisces. But do remember, we do now have the commands on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick is exclamation uptime, exclamation lurk, exclamation link, and exclamation followage. The link will take you to all my payments, all my social medias, and everything else. Pisces, thank you for the follow, my darling. So let's have an absolute look at what you get, Miss Cat. Let's see what's coming for you guys. Let's have a look. So I feel like the communication is going to get much better between you two. I do feel like we've got an unblock coming your way as well. I don't think that you're going to be single for much longer, my darling. Okay, well, it's actually going to start feeling like a proper relationship, okay? Hello. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he is going to become a little bit more open with his vocabulary as well, okay? We do see him actually seeing you more. Of course, can I ask you yes or no? Just let me finish this reading first, please. What we also see here is I feel like he is actually going to ask to meet up with you, my darling. Do we have any third parties? Because we do have a bit of a third party vibe. Is there anyone known? Because I don't think it's love. I feel like it's a friend almost trying to tell him what to do. I do. Okay, but either way, I do see good fortune coming for the both of you, okay, my darling? He was with somebody. Okay, that would explain third party then. We also feel like there could be a fourth party, which is his friend. Okay. Again, you do have good fortune coming your way, my darling, but you need to open your eyes a little bit more. I do feel like your eyes are a little too closed, which is suggesting to me that you're not actually seeing life for life. You're seeing what you want it to be, not what it actually is. Okay. What I would also say for you as well, my darling, is I feel like with this, he needs to sort of try and understand you. I feel like he is definitely trying to understand what's going on. He is trying to understand why there is a lack of communication. I feel like he's forgot. Okay, I feel like he's forgot why there's a lack of communication, and I don't think he can get it into his sweet little head. Okay, my darling, I feel like he's definitely going to try, but I do feel like there is definitely, he's definitely stuck. Okay, thank you for the follow. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he is definitely going to become more open. Okay, I feel like he's going to become a little bit more caring towards you. What I would also say here as well, Sharon, thank you for your payment. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's going to become a little bit more holy with you. Okay, a little bit more of what you're looking for. Okay, so he's actually going to show him for him. Okay, he's not actually going to be hiding between any masks anymore. He's actually going to open up. He's actually going to show his true self now. And I feel like this is what you've been waiting for quite a while. I feel like you've been wanting him to open up. I feel like you've been wanting him to actually show who he is. And I feel like you're finally getting this. Okay, I feel like you're finally getting what you've been wanting, what you've been asking for. Okay, my darling. So we do see that as well. Thank you for the follow. Okay, we do see that gracious feel and vibe. Okay, my darling. We're looking between you and Christmas. Okay, so you in the winter time is going to be quite good. You're Australian, so it's going to be your summertime, my winter. Okay, my darling. That's when it's going to start getting better. Okay. What I would also say here for you as well is I feel like he's going to become 10 times more open with you. Okay, 10 times more caring with you as well. Okay, through how he speaks to you through how he speaks about you to other people. Okay, so right now he might not be as nice with his words, but you're going to start seeing a change in that, where he's actually more complimentary to you. Okay, my darling. What I would also say here is I feel like you'll be able to start tooting your horn. Okay, my darling. Because your time isn't running out, it's just starting with him, okay? And this is where he's starting to work a lot more harder with you, a lot more passion, okay? This is where the new beginnings start coming in, okay, my darling? What we also would say here is I feel like he's going to be a little controlling. Now, the controlling isn't with you. This is going to last about 2 weeks. Okay, no, I'm not in tonight, Ollie. I'm taking a break tonight. Okay, after yesterday. I socialised too much yesterday. So we're taking a break tonight. I'm having a night in the bath. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is this is where he's going to be a little bit controlling over himself with other people. Okay, where he's not going to be as held back with other people. Okay, boo. This is where he's going to say his mind, he's going to speak his mind, and he's going to stand up for you and protect you. Okay, Miss Cat? He's going to protect you, my darling. So if someone badmouths you, hear badmouth them. Okay, he's going to actually give what is necessary. He's going to give the energy back to them, okay? He is finally standing up for himself. He is no longer being a doormat. Okay, no longer being a doormat, my darling, which is also good. I do feel like this is going to create better communication as well. Because it means that he'll communicate his vibe, his feel, and himself. Okay, boo? Does that make sense so far while I change the deck? Brilliant. Right. I feel within the next 2 weeks you're going to start seeing a relationship between you two. Okay, you're going to start seeing loyalty as well, my darling. Okay. What I would also say here is I don't see any jealousy between the both of you, so I don't see him becoming jealous at all. Okay, so if something goes wrong, okay, he won't be jealous. Okay. If you go to the link in my bio, my darling, you'll see how much my readings are. Okay, boo. And if you're on Twitch, just do the exclamation mark link, and you get everything. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's going to become a little bit more clearer. Okay, my darling. We do see him taking a gamble with you, which is suggesting that he is actually going to try with you, my darling. I feel like he's been thinking about you for quite a while. We look like he's been looking at your social medias, but not on his account. We're looking at a burner's account. Okay, so he's definitely looking at your account through a burner account. Okay, my darling. What I was also saying here as well, my sweet, is I do feel like this is where he's going to be more open about that, and he will admit it. Okay, but yes or no's will be happening soon. Don't worry, I'm just finishing off this reading. What I would also say here for you as well, this is where the balance is coming back in. I don't feel like you're going to go through any more misfortune with him. Okay, I do feel like he is going to be your partner. You won't have to keep getting annoyed, okay? He will be becoming your partner as well, my darling, so we do see that. Okay, my sweet, does that make sense? As I now need a breath. Really, I'm glad that made sense, Boo. I don't breathe when I do these readings at all. I mean, who needs to breathe while they're reading? It's exclamation mark link if you want the link, my darling. So you need to put the exclamation mark, then put the word link joined to it. Okay, if you're on Twitch. Finally figured out how to do it. Oh, yay, the link thing works. I was scared it wasn't going to, and I was going to have to edit it. Oh, yeah, it works. I'm happy. My streams are slowly getting upgraded, chat. Next, it'll be the microphone when I can finally buy one. Might put one in the wish list. Right, give me one sec, my darlings. Hello, 55. 555. Guided Gem, how are you, boo? And let's quickly do. We get an articuleship in FSNM and co. Let's see. Yes, you will, my darling. Yes. I'm very good, my darling. Very good. I've warmed up since yesterday. Thank you for the follow. I've warmed up since yesterday. I was absolutely frozen yesterday, honestly. It was so cold. I was wet, cold, miserable, tired. You name it. That was me. Hello, Stefan, my darling. How are you? Ba 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 ba. My mind's gone blank. Who have I just done? PayPal load up for me, please. Thank you. Oh, it's not even the 23rd today. It's the 20. Oh, it's the 23rd. Thank you, Sinead. So, would you guys like me to read out the price list before I go into the next reading? Yes, and those will be done once I've done my paid readings, my darling. They take priority as they've actually sent money through. Okay. Remember, if we get a TikTok universe, the whole live will become free. Okay. Remember, the more you pay, the longer you're reading. Or more information in your reading is what you get. I should say. Ba, 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 ba. Do I have Sharon? Do we have Sharon here? Do I have Sharon? Annie Sharon. While I wait for Sharon, Hi, Jamie. Will the Pisces contact you? Let's see. He will contact you, my darling. He won't see you today. Sharon. Shiza. So need your next, my darling, after Sharon, okay, boo? So, Sharon, you're going to see Ian on Tuesday. May you know what is it's going to be for the last time. And I plan to pass him something small too. When you say pass him something small, can we just clarify what you mean by that? Because I've got many images going through my head. So can we just clean my head up? Jeez. Small peace offering. Okay. Okay. Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, my mind. Let me change decks for that. My poor mind. You have tortured it. You have tortured my mind. Thank you for the follow stronger every day. How are you, boo? So, Sharon, let's have a look. Let's see what you get, boo. Let's see what you get. Oh. You're confused. Why are you confused? So, Sharon. Right. This is going to be a bit of a confusing one. Okay. I feel like you're going to be fine. Okay, because you're fine with doing a peace offering. He's not. Okay, he's going to struggle with this because I don't think he wants to close the chapter. He knows that this peace offering is going to be closing the chapter, my darling. Okay, and I feel like this is terrifying him. Okay, boo, this feels like it's terrifying him. Thank you for the heart, me. Okay, this is where it's going to make his life a little harder. Okay, because I feel like he really wants to come forward with you. I feel like he really wants to work this out with you. But I feel like he's about to get a scare of his lifetime. Hello, Debs, my darling. How are you? Thank you for the repost, even not heart me. Okay, I feel like he's getting really scared that you're getting ready to end this chapter while he still wants it to go forwards. Thank you for the heart, my darling. I am having a lovely day, boo. Okay. And I feel like he doesn't want the chapter to end. He's enjoying it with you. Thank you for the cool love. Okay, he's really enjoying it with you. I know it's not everything that you wanted, but it's still something that he did. Okay, with the Four of Wands, this is where the scary time's starting to happen. This is where his life, he's realizing that he's got to move on now. Okay, he's realised that he stabbed you in the back way too many times and that you're no longer taking it, okay? And I feel like that's what's scary, is the fact that you're no longer taking the backstabbing. Okay. And he doesn't want that chapter to go. Yes, he wants a new chapter with you. Don't worry, my darling, we've not got to that bit yet. Okay, let me finish, boo. Okay, he doesn't want that bit to end with you yet. Okay, because it means something new has to happen. Thank you for the heart, me. Okay. And that's what scares him. Okay. Well, with him backstabbing you, him teasing you, okay, you guys having misunderstandings, having arguments, okay, he's used to it. He doesn't need to change at that point. But the fact that you're now being the grown up, the fact that you're now doing peace offerings, the fact that you're willing to move forwards and forget about what happened, it's going to scare him, boo. Okay. Because he doesn't know what's next. He knows that he's losing you. Okay, with all of this crap that's going on between the both of you. Okay, but at least it's something he understood, and at least it's something he knew. Okay, my darling. So I do feel like he is going to be slightly scared. Okay, he is going to be slightly scared, but we do have good news. Okay, this is going to bring you guys into the newer relationship, okay? The newer relationship is there's going to be more communication. Okay, I feel it will take him about 5 weeks to adapt. Okay, my darling, I don't think you have another argument. Okay, you won't have any more conflict after that. Okay, boo. So we do have a positive there. Okay. So although it's not something he really wants to do because it means he's got to change, you're still going to get the positivity. Thank you for all the heart means, my darlings. Okay, you're still going to get the positivity. Thank you for the fest pop. Thank you for the cool love. Okay, so at least you're still getting the joy. Okay, boo. If you want to know what to know about Dylan, my darling, that's a link in bio question. The more you send, the bigger it is. Don't forget, go and check out my price list, and we can see what we can get for you. Right, now let's have a look at his vibe with you. Okay. Interesting. Honey, he ain't going to be your little kid no more. Okay, in that relationship. He's actually starting to grow up. Thank you for the gifts, my darlings. Okay, he's actually starting to grow up with you, boo. Okay, starting to make it easier and better between the both of you. Okay, hello, Jay, how are you? What I would also say here, this is where he's becoming more caring. Okay, more sweet, more kind. Okay, I feel like although you're getting a piece off him now, he's about to get you a gift for Christmas to go, hello, how are you? Let's restart this. Okay, on a better note. Okay, boo. So you are actually going to see a much better side of him, a much better version of him. Okay, and a much more updated version of him as well, boo. Okay, so this is actually going to be very positive for you. Okay, very, very positive, my darling. Okay. Right, what I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's going to start bringing in balance, okay? I feel like he's going to remove the negativity that's been going on between the both of you as well. Thank you for the fest pop. Remember, guys, don't forget to do the fest gifts as well. We are trying to get onto live fest. I know we won't, but we're trying. Hello, DJ. Together, how are you, boo? Now, what I would also say here is I feel like your friends are going to be very proud of you, okay? Not just him, your friends are going to be proud as well, okay? They're going to be there like, oh my god, you guys are actually making up. Okay, boo, so I do feel like you've got proudness through everyone, okay, my sweetie? You've got joy through everyone as well, okay, my boo? Thank you for the lovely gifts, my darlings. So what I would say here is I feel like there's only hope, there's only joy. I don't feel like there's going to be any loss between you two at all. Okay, thank you for the lovely gifts, my darlings. Okay, I don't say there's going to be any loss between you guys. Okay, I feel like there's only going to be hope, joy, and openness. Okay. I do feel like he is your forever partner. Okay, I feel like he is your forever person. Hello, Josh. Okay, I don't see a loss in that. Okay, so I feel like he is going to be with you no matter what, no matter how many arguments you two go through, no matter how many negativity you two go through. Okay, I feel like he is going to be there with you no matter what. Okay, my darling. So we do have a good chance there. We do have a good choice there as well. He's overthinking the situation a bit much. I do think that that's going to be something you have to get over as well. What I would also say here as well, my darling, is I feel like he's actually overthinking you. He's making the right judgment with you, he's just overthinking you ever so slightly, but he's going to make the perfect choices through the conflict. Okay, babe? Does that make sense? Don't know if you're still here. Welcome in, everyone. I hope that you're all doing swell. Fine and dandy. Don't forget to follow all my social medias, even if you have to make an account. Remember, social media is free to make accounts. So if you want to see me on every single platform, which means you might actually get to see different parts of my videos, and different content, don't forget to follow me on everything else. Link in bio. Also, who's ready for an update? Before I do the next reading, who's ready to hear some news? Who's ready? I'm glad that made sense, Boo. You? Dead? Now, remember, you do need to be in England for this. Okay, unless you're willing to pay money to travel. Okay, you do need to be in England. In December, I will be in for just a day. I will be in London. Okay, in centre of London. Okay, we're looking at the middle of London. Okay, I'll be making a video on this so it'll be more accurate. But I will be announcing the dates. I'm in the centre of London. Okay, for a meetup. Which means you guys actually get to see me in person. Okay. So I'll be travelling to London for a meetup at some time in December. So do stay tuned for when I release the dates. Okay. I'm sorry, Polar. I'm sorry, boo. So, I will be releasing dates soon. The video will be on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Likey. What other social medias do I have? Threads, Clapper, Tumblr, Pinterest, Lemonade. Blue Sky, and Substack. That'll be where all the information will be on. One of those. The video will be on all of those, actually. Okay? So you will actually get to see me in person. You will. Sad my head got itchy. Yeah, my Blue Sky doesn't get used as much, but I will pop it on there. But yeah, I'll be releasing the date that I will be in the centre of London for a meetup. Okay. It will all depend, the location will depend on how many people join. Okay. So, when I announce it, please message me if you want to join. Okay, and come, because then I will allow everyone to know the where it is. Okay, so I'll get everyone to give me details so I can all pop you in a WhatsApp group and send the information over. Okay, in the actual place. Just so we know where. Okay, it's the last time I did it, we met at a coffee shop. Because I only invited a few people. This time I'm actually leaving it up to everyone to come. So, yeah. Hello, Queen! You're on annual leave for the last 2 weeks of December. Sweet. Also, guys, don't forget to check out my Buy Me a Coffee wish list. We do have some amazing decks in there as well, and I will be placing an order tonight. Will you pass your military fitness test this time? Let's see. Yes, you will, my darling. Tracy, is Tony missing you? Yes. Of course I can, Queen. Don't know why you're asking for 5 for a Celtic Cross. Or is the CC meant to be an XX? Who made a payment on Stripe, my darling? Like, just tried? I can actually tell you, Gina, your payment has failed, my darling. Just to let you know, so it's not come out your bank account at all. Do not worry, no money has left your account. Okay. Sanid, I haven't forgotten you, my darling. I was just going over to Stripe to actually ask for you. Okay, so don't worry, I've not forgotten. Now, I will ask, even though I know you're here, do I have Sanid? And what would you like your question on, Boo? I thought we'd go back to big decks. We like them big. Shanid, sorry, Boo. Dyslexia. But yeah, don't forget, guys, check out Buy Me a Copy wishlist. We do have some amazing things on there. Okay, with some amazing decks. One of them will buy you 3 decks, will buy me 3 decks. And the other one will just buy 1 deck. Have a nice night, Jay. Enjoy your sleep. Shanid, what is your question, Boo? Have a good one, Jay. Sleep is more important, my darling. If I'm alive while you're sleeping, please go to sleep. Shanid, it's not a show, my darling. Try putting exclamation marks, question marks, and all that in it. Emojis. If it's still not showing, please message me privately. Okay, through WhatsApp. If you don't have WhatsApp, let me know. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere we go. I know the hentai version to that. How will your driving test go in December? Damn, go. Beach, my darling, you need to resend Boo because your donation failed. It did. If your name is Gina. Let's have a look at your driving test. Let's see. Give me one sec. Oh, opening up wrong apps now. One sec. Yeah. Let's have a look at your driving test. Let's see. My darling, you're the first person I've ever said this to. And y'all know that's not good if I say that when it comes to a driving test. No. You won't. Okay? You're not going to pass it. And the reason why is because you're going to be overthinking, overstressing, and overanalyzing everything. Okay, my darling. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this reading completely wrong. Okay, I want you to prove the tarot cards wrong, okay, boo? You are going to pass it because you're going to put your mind to it, okay? So I know we've said no because we've got the moon, but what you're going to do, okay, is you are going to use your mind, okay? You're not going to get into your own head. You're not going to overthink the situation, okay? You're actually going to bring yourself balance, okay, my darling? Because I feel like the main reason why you're overthinking it is because you've got so much pressure to pass. It's almost like you don't want to risk of failing, okay? So you overthink the situation because you're there like, I don't want to fail, I don't want to fail, I don't want to fail. And then because you're going to yourself, I don't want to fail, you end up failing because you've overthought yourself and you've scared yourself. Okay, so what we need to do is get out of your mindset, my darling, okay? You need to use your brain and look at the situation as more of a positive, more as an uplift, okay, my darling? Like, don't see it as a negative, okay? Because you want to pass, don't you? Yeah, you can change it. You can change your future, my darling. Okay, yes, the Norns weave your fate, but you can change your future. The only thing you can't change is your fate. Okay. But your future, you can change if you want. Okay. So what I would say here is you just need to use your brain a little bit more. Okay, you need to get out of that soppy little head of yours and actually think I can do this. Because that's your problem, is you're doubting yourself, is you're going, I can't do this. I really want to pass, I really want to do this, but I can't. Okay. Thank you, Queen. And then you just fail. Okay? Because you become so shit in the head that you can't do no crap. Okay? Like, honey, use your brain, but don't use it that much. Do you think I passed first time because I used my brain? No, I didn't overthink it. Now I don't even drive. I've got a license. I passed my test. I don't even drive. It's too fucking expensive. Well, you can do another 2 questions, my darling. Let me pause your time. Okay? But no, you will pass once you stop overthinking the situation. If you keep overthinking it, you won't. Okay? So what about being wise with your brain? Does the person you like feel the same? Let's see. Yes, they do, my darling. Yes, they do feel the same. Okay, yes. Free readings are tomorrow, my darling. Monday are my frees. That's why I do all my free readings. I'll try to change my negative mindset. You will, my darling, you will. But yeah, that person does like you. Is next year going to be better for you and your children? Let's see. Let's see. Oh. Money-wise, yes. Mental health, yes. Love-wise, good luck. That's what I'm going to say with the love. Okay, Boo? Does that all make sense? Steph, it depends what private bookings I get, what time that will depend what time I go live. If I get a lot of private bookings, I could be live in the evening, my time. If I don't get any private bookings tomorrow, it could be the morning. Okay. Beauty of working for yourself is you get to choose when everything happens. And it's only my lives are only dictated by privates. It is. What does that mean? You get a bomb shelter and get ready for a nuclear war with your love life. Thank you for the donut, my darling. Okay. How else can I say it politely? You're screwed because you're overthinking it. Okay, you're overthinking your driving, you're overthinking your love life, you're screwing yourself over because you're overthinking every situation because you're putting too much thought into it, thinking, I could do this wrong, I could do that wrong, I can do this wrong. And before you know it, you don't get to drive your little car and you don't get your little family because you've overthought everything. My darling. If you want it, just do it. Don't overthink it. If you change your mindset, it'll all change for the better. As long as your mindset has changed for the better. Okay. You're welcome, Boo. Does that all make sense? Well. Queen. Grab Queen. Oh, we have Queen. My voice went then. Thank you for the follow. You resent it. I've not had any notifications saying I've received it, my darling. Can you check, please? Or let me know what you sent on. Yes, Ollie? Did I have a good day yesterday? No. I made £50, so I didn't even pay back my stall fee, which was 27. Not 27, my stall fee was 75, and so I've made no profit yesterday. I didn't even make it back. And that's due to the weather. The weather was so shit, no one really came out. So we left about an hour early. We did. So, hey ho. We'll try again though. We'll try again next year. 25, 25. 20. So yeah, you've got enough for 5 or you've got enough for 2 10s. Okay. Five, brilliant. What would you like it on, Boo? Sent on Stripe. Let me have a check while I wait for Queen to let me know what she wants it on. Stripe, stripe, stripe. Doodle doodle doo. Doo doo doo. Doodle doodle doo. Insta, thank you, Boo. I've had someone called Virginia. Is it by the same email? I've got the same email, but I've got it under 2 different names. But the one that failed as Gina, and the one that succeeded as Virginia. So you'll be after Queen. So Queen, you're on Insta. My voice keeps going. Oh my god, Rise of Merlin's coming out. Holy shit. Sorry, I got so distracted. I'm just texting another male. As you do. Queen! There you are, babe. Oh my god. Right, Queen. I'm going to be brutal, be honest, and be blunt. Can I just have your questions? I don't want the backstory. Because your backstory is like War and Peace. I'm not reading all of that. My dyslexia won't let me. Guys, have your questions, please. Are you trying to murder me today? 1 sec, thanks, Boo. Ollie is so easy to annoy. He asked me a yes or no on Snap. I asked when it's maybe, it's a maybe, maybe. Maybe yes, maybe no. And he said, give me a yes or no. So I went, maybe yes, maybe no. He got his yes or his no. Wasn't quite clear, but he got his yes or his no. Oh, someone's like me on Tinder. Love it when that happens. I'm talking to someone on Snapchat. Like we're talking on a dating app originally. We're now talking on Snapchat. I've got no idea if they like me or not, if they want to date or not. It's a complete pain in my ass. I want to know. Don't know if they're playing hard to get or if they're playing what they're doing. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't dated for so long. How is Ruth and being vulnerable and what happened? A man being vulnerable? Ask them no. Ew. Ew. No. I'm not gonna ask them. Ooh. No. Said I make him happy. You make him. Oh, cute. I will be Tracy. That's cute. I was gonna say Saint Queen. Queen, you sure you're not dating another woman? Men are never open. Men always keep their secrets themselves. Unless they're gay like me, then we just open completely up. Let me read this to everyone. And I'll go. Guys, I want you to let me know what the first thing goes into your mind when I read you what Queen just said in the chat. I'm sure you know how hard he's been. Hmm. Honey, I got the picture book of your story. It wasn't just the word book, it had pictures as well. Thank you for the heart, Mies. We had the in your face 50 Shades of Grey picture book. I'm doing good, thank you. How are you doing? Oh, Lord. Can tears come out my eyes now? You can't stop laughing. You made me laugh on the inside so much I've got tears coming out my eyes. God, I don't wear mascara. Right, come on, guys, let's push and try and get out of D League. We don't like the D League. Well, we don't like it on TikTok, at least. Let's see what you get, Queen. That's what you get, Queen. Good morning. So, I feel like he's happy that he's opened up to you, Boo. Okay, he's happy. He feels happy, okay? I feel like he was a little bit scared too originally because he almost didn't know what was going to come out of his mouth. He didn't know how you're going to react. So I feel like he was a little scared at the start, but I feel like he's got happier. Okay, I feel like he feels like he's accomplished something. Okay. Almost like he feels safe now. Okay. I feel like opening up to you is almost like getting a new bite for him. It is. I feel like it brings him joy, it brings him happiness. I feel like it brings the both of you two closer. What I would say though is I feel like he's ever so scared. Okay, because he doesn't know where he's going to go next, doesn't know what is going to happen next. Like, he just doesn't know. Okay, he really doesn't know. Okay. And I feel like he feels like he's slightly stabbed himself in the back. Okay. He feels like he stabbed himself in the back. Because he doesn't know if you're going to judge him, if you're going to be the same with him. He knows what you're like in person with him, but he doesn't know what you're going to be like behind him. So he's a little bit scared at the moment, okay? I don't think he's going to be scared for much longer. I think it's only a tiny scare at the moment. Okay, nothing like over the top, oh my god, happening. Okay, nothing like that. Okay, boo, but I feel like he has got to work himself out once again. Okay, which he will. I feel like he's made the right judgment. Okay. I feel like he's got the right direction. I feel like he's become more caring due to this as well. Okay, boo, so I do feel like he's a lot more caring than he once was. Okay. Exactly. I feel like this is bringing him a lot closer to you. Okay. I feel like he's just scared that even though he's known you for quite a while, you're still gonna like remove yourself from him. Okay, that you're not gonna like stay with him. Okay, and I feel like that scares him. Okay, because he wants you to stay with him. He wants you to be with him. Okay, but he wants to know you're actually going to be there with him and that you're not going to suddenly walk away from him. You're not going to suddenly run away from him, boo. Okay, and I feel like he wants to make sure that you are going to be there. Okay, and that everything is going to be safe. Okay. I feel like by January, yes, he'll make his move, my darling. Okay, yes, by January. Okay. What I would also say here for you is I feel like he will stay by your side in January as well. Okay, I don't think once he's with you, he'll stay with you. I don't think he'll split. Okay, I think that he will permanently be with you, okay, boo? What I would also say here is I feel like it's only just the beginning. I feel like he's still getting warmed up. Okay. But this friendship isn't going to last. Okay. It's going to get into a bigger relationship. Okay. It is going to become bigger. It is going to become better. What I would also say here for you as well is this is where he actually becomes himself and you guys actually see each other for each other. Okay, this is where he's less defensive. This is where he's more open. This is where he's actually trying now. Okay. Was he telling the truth when he said he's not talking to other women and not good terms with baby mama? Yes. He was telling the truth, my darling. Yes. Okay. He was. Does that make sense? Oh, okay, Cupid, bugger off. Well, I'm glad that made sense. So let's see who's next. One sec. Um, you're welcome, boo. Bye, give me one sec, guys. Just gotta take something from Reza. How do I download this? No. Got 15 minutes left, boo. Okay, 15 in your bank left. Right, do I have... Who else was on strike? Also, guys, don't forget to check out my Buy Me a Coffee wish list. We do have some amazing decks in there. Okay, it really does help out. Do I have Virginia? Also, don't forget, if we do get a TikTok universe, that does mean that the whole live becomes free. Hello, Rainforest. Okay, Ollie put yes or no only, so I just put yes/no to his question. I love doing this to him. Absolutely love it. Virginia is S missing and thinking of you. Let's see. Of course you can, Rainforest. You'll be next, boo. Yes, he is missing and he is thinking of you, my darling. Yes. Okay. Next question, boo. Of course you can ask a question. Waiting for the next answer from Virginia. Do you see S and AN lasting in a relationship? Let's see. They will, but it's not going to be too much longer. Okay, so they will, but it's not going to be for too much longer, my darling, okay? And final question. Oh, excuse me. Depending on this question, you might get a mini, or you might just get a yes or no on it. Depends how you word it. Do I see S and G reconciling? Let's see. Do I see S and G reconciling? You'll reconcile within the next 7 to 9 weeks, my darling. Okay, so yes, 7 to 9 weeks you'll reconcile, okay, babe? Does that all make sense? Thank you for the follow. Does that all make sense, babe? Well, it's not happy with me at all. What I would say with the reconciliation, though, my darling, is I feel like you both need to take responsibility. Don't leave it all up to him. Okay, boo. I feel if you both take responsibility, you will succeed highly. Okay, you'll highly succeed. Okay, but I'm glad that made sense. Ollie, you said yes or no. You said only a yes or no. So I put yes/no. You wouldn't let me put maybe. So I answered. It's maybe not in the way you wanted me to. Right, do I have rainforest? That's a good question, Ollie. I don't know. Mum, is Ollie with us tomorrow? He's just confirming after last week. Brilliant. You are, Ollie, yes. We're cooking tomorrow, Ollie. Cooking. Forgot what we're cooking, but we're cooking. Let me get the recipe out my drawer. One sec. The recipe's not in my drawer. Found it! Yeah, lamb stew. Yeah, burn the house down, Ollie. Just not my cards. Just general on love, situation, and finances. If you have the room, please. Yeah, we can do that. Also, before I do that, mother! Food, please, thanks. No, I just said I wouldn't have to eat as much. Why have to get up? What's for tea? I know, but I'm quickly asking what's for tea. Oh yeah, it's roast dinner. I can wait a little longer. Right, Rainforest, are you here ready? Oi, cheek. Red wine? I'm streaming. I went with tea though. Thank you. Yeah, nice and large. That's what she said. Right. You have a quick question before you start. Of course. What's your question, my darling? Thank you for the gifts, by the way. What's your question, boo? Just waiting for Rainforest to give me her question. She said she's got a question before I start. When Mark hung up with A yesterday on the phone, he said, "Love you." Was that just out of habit, or did he mean it? Honey, even I say "love you" to like my friends and stuff. It's just something you say after a phone call. Or is that just because I'm gay? No, I thought that's something you just say to anyone. Unless, of course, it's your boss. Good, thank you on this afternoon. Let's see, did he mean it or was it out of love? Or habit, even? Let's see. Habit, my darling. Okay, it was out of habit. Okay, boo. Right, so let's have a look at the actual relationship between the both of you. Okay, and your work. Money. Let's see what we get. Oh, by the way, the troll that was making videos on me, his account's now private. Right, let's see what you get, Rainforest. Okay. I guess some people just say it to be friendly, my darling. Like, I say it out of niceness. It's not just because I love the person, because trust me, I don't really love my friends in that way, but I'll still say love you after a phone call or whatnot. Or like if they do something like a twat, I'll just go, love you too. But it's not like literal. I still feel like he's going through a divorce, my darling. I don't think that he is going to be staying with her. I feel like he is going through a divorce. I feel like it was misunderstood and I feel like it was taken out of context. Okay, my darling, I don't think it was literal. Okay, I think it had been more sarcastic towards her. Okay, boo. I think he loves you. I think he truly means it to you, my darling. Okay, I don't think he would joke around with you. I think he would be honest. Okay, I think it's just with her, it's like, well, hi, bitch. Simple as that. Okay. So what I would say here is no, I think he does truly love you. Okay, my darling, and I think he will always truly love you. What I would also say here as well, my darling, is I feel like he's a family sort of man. So I feel like when he's in front of the kids, I think that he has to say it. Okay, almost that they don't realize what is actually happening, what's going on. Okay, if you want to know what Jackson's intentions are, my darling, link in bio. Okay, I think he just has to say it, just that they don't think, oh my god, they're getting a divorce. Oh my god, it's happening again. Okay, that sort of vibe. Okay, he doesn't want them to become sensitized to it. He doesn't want them to become used to it, my darling. Okay, so he's protecting what's going on. He's protecting what is being seen, my darling, what is being shown. Okay. I wouldn't say there's any negativity through it, okay, my darling, at all. What I would also say here is I feel like he does really care for you. Okay, so I don't think that he would do anything to go out of his way to harm yours and his relationship, okay? I feel like he's closed that door on becoming harmful. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's very conflicted, okay? Because he wants you to understand that the divorce hasn't been finalised yet. Okay, but he also wants you to understand that he is coming back to you. Thanks for the follow. Okay. He wants her to. So he can be the one that goes through the divorce and not her. Okay. He's trying to hurt her. He's trying to hurt her feelings as well, my darling. Okay. By breaking it. Try saying hurt her. It's so hard. I mean, I'm sorry, but you Americans will just miss out the H, but that's not the point. I'm sorry, I just have to go at you guys. You go at us for water, so we go at you for you're missing your H's. Since you make us miss our T's. What I would also say here as well, my darling, okay, is look, there's been a misjudgment. Someone on YouTube, my darling. Okay. The judgment has been missed. Okay. It's not been said correctly. It's not been relayed correctly back to you. Okay, my darling. So the way it sounded isn't the way it was meant. Okay. So what I would say here is don't take it as he's going back to her because he's not. Okay. I feel like he is staying with you, my darling. Okay. I feel like he's always truthful with you, my darling. I don't think he would lie anymore. Okay, he's got too much to lose. Okay. I feel like he will always tell you the truth now. Okay, I don't think that he's lying at you at all. Okay. If you want to know what Jack's intentions are, my darling, link in bio. It's a paid reading. Okay. What I would also say here as well for you, my darling, is I feel like he is going to become more open, more clear. Okay, go into your work quickly before we run out of time. Okay, my darling, is your financial situation is going to get better. I do feel like you are going to find new work very soon, okay, my darling? What I would also say here for you as well, my sweet, is I do feel that he's going to be a lot more caring, okay? I do have to say that because we just got the star. But going back to the work, okay, we do see a job coming. I feel like he's going to help you find it, okay? I feel like he's going to help you find it, okay? What I would also say here, the reading would be done now, yes, my darling, okay? What I would also say here for you as well is I feel like you're going to find this new job within the next 2 weeks, okay? So yeah, your grandson got confused, my darling. Okay, your grandson misinterpreted it. He got confused. Okay, it wasn't said in the way the grandson relayed it to you. Okay, boo. Wasn't said in that way at all. Okay. The grandson just misinterpreted. See, the grandson always sees it as I love you, I love you, I love you. Okay. Or as in it means I love you. Where as in The way it was meant is, oh, I love you totally. Please fuck off. Sort of way. Okay. Just politer version. Okay, my little sweetie pie. So they're going through their tower moment, which is their divorce. Okay. Hello, Zed Salt Living. Hello, my darling. Okay. So, like, he's still coming towards you, my darling. Okay. He's still coming towards you. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Okay. He's leaving that third party and coming towards you. Okay. Leaving that third party and coming towards you. Does that make sense, Boo? Yes, good money's coming in December because that's where you're going to get your job, my darling. 2 weeks' time. Okay, it's December. 2 weeks' time. Okay. God's Girl, Chelsea. The final time. It's paid live, my darling. Please stop making me repeat myself. Hello, Neely. This all hurts. And it will. But it makes character, my darling. It makes character. I always say character building is good for your kids, especially at a young age. Okay, especially at a young age. Okay. But yeah, does that make sense, Boo? So yeah, you can ask yes and no questions, but they'll only be answered once I've done all the paid readings. Okay. That's when we do it. Will your boss get you money by the end of the week? Let's see. No, not by the end of the week. I feel we're looking more next week. Okay. So not today's the end of the week. Okay. Today's the end of the week. So no, not by the end of the week. It'll be next week. Too cold outside in South England? It's too cold outside in the west of England. Well, in the West Midlands. But yeah, does that make sense, Boo? Hmm. I just told Son about my collection of 300 plus decks, and they said I could only dream it, and I said I'm still got more coming. I'm not satisfied yet. I still want more. Will the boss find a way to pay you by the 28th of this month? No. He will try, but I don't see that he's going to be successful, my darling. Okay. How many decks do I want in total? 1,000? No, 777 decks, as it's my lucky number. So the end of the month, like the 20th. Roughly, yeah, he's going to try. He's going to try. Okay, he's going to try, my darling. Might be slightly earlier. So specific. It's my lucky number. I love it how it's my lucky number, yet I want a TikTok universe, which is more than 777. I try and get everything in my lucky number, I do. I mean, look, there's my lucky number. Yeah. It's also my angel number is. Well, I'm glad that made sense, Boo. Right, do I have anyone else on my list? Good afternoon, my darling. Also, guys, remember, don't forget to check out our Buy Me Coffee list as well. We do have some amazing decks in there, and we are doing a massive order tonight. Because I'm buying Christmas presents. So if you want to add to that order, please let me know. Also, don't forget to book a private reading with me. It is getting close to Christmas. You could also book a family member in with the private and have it as a Christmas present, or you can book a cameo and have the cameo as a present. I'm doing good, thank you. Very good. I'll be grinding diamond for my snipers later. I will be. So, Queen, 5 for work, just to see if I pass probation in Jan and if I'll be okay with work. What will happen? Let's have a look. Let's see. What can I say, Oak? I'm just better. I mean, go watch, go look at the thing I sent you on Instagram. Go look at the thing I sent you on Instagram. Queen, you'll be next. Not Queen. Debs, you'll be next, Boo. You'll just tidy up after your friends have been. Lol. Yes, you will, Rainforest, my darling. Yes, you will. So, Queen, my dear, for you, sweetie pie, is work's going to be fine, okay? I feel like you have passed your probation period. Okay, my darling. You passed it by the skin of your teeth. Okay. And I feel like that's because it's a high probation period, so it's not because you're not good, it's just skin of the teeth due to the fact that it's a really, 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 really high bar. Okay, so I do feel like you have succeeded. I'm not going to lie, I think they'd have fired you by now. Okay, if you weren't going to get the job, you'd have been fired by now. Okay, boo. So I do think that you have been successful. Okay, I don't see that they're going to fire you at all, my darling. Okay, I do see that you are going to get some more money. Okay. I think they're going to be fine because you still got all the work done. Okay. But she's still got all the work done, my darling. I do feel like you're going to be fine. I don't think there's going to be any consequences for that. Okay, boo. So what I would say here is I feel like it's still going to be good for you. Thank you for the heart, me. Okay, I still think it's going to be good for you, my darling. I still think it's going to work very well for you. Okay, again, I think they would have ended your contract by now if they didn't want you. Okay, if they saw that you're going to be taking too many weeks off, it'd have been gone. But the fact that they're keeping you just shows that they still want you, shows that they still need you. Good evening, my darling. Okay. What I would also say here as well is I feel like they're gonna it's almost like they worship you slightly. Okay, but you're still able to get all your like work done, you're still able to get your life done. Okay, and you're still able to balance everything. So I still feel like what's the wording that I'm looking for? They're still very proud of you. Okay. So yeah, so don't take too much more time, my darling, otherwise he will have to terminate you. Okay, like he said. But the fact that you've still got all your work done, okay, if you take any more time off now, yeah, you will get terminated. Okay. Thank you, Tam, for the lovely gift, boo. Okay, so I think you're fine unless you take more work off. Okay. And I feel that's just because, understandably, they need someone that's going to be there. Thank you first. Okay, understandably, they need you to be there. Okay, boo. So what I would say here is you're fine, boo. Okay, nothing's wrong. I feel like you're getting in your own head. Literally getting in your own head, boo. He knows I have annual leave and 3 days working from home. And he's okay with that, as I said I can cancel. Yeah, so he's fine with that, but you can cancel. Okay. But if you couldn't cancel, he would be completely pissed and you'd be fired within a heartbeat. Okay, boo. Does that make sense? Brilliant. First, respect, I've already said, my darling, I've got your payment, boo. I've already acknowledged, don't you worry. Do I have Deb next? You need to check your Ruru message. Please never, ever, 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 ever say that again. Please. Thank you for the heart, me. Very, I have got your payment, my darling. Debs, give me 1 sec, boo. Let me just write down Queenie. Side 2020. Oh, but I don't want you. So, mind your own business. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Ding dong, I know you can hear me. Open up the door. I only want to play a little ding dong. I know you can hear me. This is the song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was. And they'll be singing it forever just because this is the song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was. And they'll be singing it forever just because this is the song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was. And they'll be singing it forever just because this is the song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll be singing it forever just because this is the song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll be singing it forever just because this is the song that never ends. Literally, me and Oak were playing Call of Duty a couple of days ago. And I just started singing that. Because it's a song that never ends. That's how we're still singing it. I aim to get it stuck in your head. I think I sang it for the whole game. Oh, did I sing it for the whole game? I know I sang I Believe I Can Fly. Honestly, you'd have thought I was on crack that day. I think I was having an ADHD moment, I'm not gonna lie. Stuck in your head. You're having something. You're like this man. I can hear you saying that as well. So, Debs, can you please tell me which spirit guide and goddess slash gods I should connect with, please? My god, are you trying to make me sound like a bloody cult? Are you sure you want that, my darling? This is the song that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll be singing it forever just because this is the song that never ends. It goes on, my friends. And you, Tam? Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll be singing it forever just because this is the song that never ends. It goes on, my friends. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was. And they'll be singing it forever just because this is the song that never ends. Yes, it goes on, my friends. Oh. In one sec, Deb's just changing decks. Here we go. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was. Hello, Ash. How are you, my darling? Right, let's see what you get, Debs. Right, for you, my darling, Odin would be quite good. Okay, I can't remember who I said in your old reading. There's this really weird name that I said. That one still stands. I still feel like that one would be good for you. Okay, I would also say, Tallulah, yes. Oh my god. I love how I got that. I still don't know how I managed to get that. I would also say for you as well, my darling, Hecate. I feel like Hecate is calling out to you. Okay, I feel like Hecate has been calling out to you for a few weeks now. Okay, and I feel like she really does want to you. Okay, yeah, Odin. Okay, Odin is your strong one. Okay, my darling, Odin's your strong one. Okay, boo. We're also looking at Orion. You know, like a bit like Orion's belt. We're looking at Orion coming in for you as well. Okay. And I feel like these would be your best spirit guides to be working with and your best gods to be working with and goddesses. What I would also say for you as well, my darling, is I feel like working with some of your ancestors would be a good idea as well. I feel like they would be your best ones to be working with as well, my darling. Okay. Have you ever heard of Baba Yaga? Ever heard of Baba Yaga? No. How old are you? Have you not heard of Baba Yaga? Okay, it's Slavic folklore. Okay, I feel like working with Baba Yaga would be quite good for you as well, my darling. Okay, I feel like she will be able to help you out quite a lot. Okay, my sweetie. What I would also say here for you, oh my god, we have ham, thank you. Mm. Ow! Ow! Okay, I think that helps out. All gone. Okay, my darling. What I would also say here is Medusa. Okay, Medusa's going to help you out as well. Can't swallow. What she said. Okay. I feel like for you, you're more of like an eclectic. Okay, an eclectic pagan. I feel like you need to find your strength though. I feel your problem is you don't have strength. Okay? This is hard to do, but with the cards, by the way, we can't get as much as we would with like a crystal ball or through psychic reading, but we can get as much as we can, okay, boo? What I would say here with the frog and the bee, though, is I feel like we're looking for someone with more like a temple or like a mini temple that you could make, my darling. Okay? I think the problem with you is you don't have an altar. Okay? You don't have an altar. Low-key. Okay, Loki. Be quite good at Loki. Okay. And I think that that's the problem here, is you're struggling to find your gods and goddesses because you ain't got no altar. Okay. So there's no god or goddess that wants to claim you because they're thinking, well, where the fuck is my altar? Okay. They've got no place in your home. Thor would be quite good for you as well, we're looking at, so yeah. Okay, I think they're your best ones, okay, boo? Does that make sense? So rude of them. Oh, honey. You have no idea. Does that make sense, too? Like I said, it would be much easier with like a crystal ball or something like that, but cards can work for that. It's just a lot harder. I mean, a lot harder. Tallulah. Is that what we said? Tallulah. Yeah, I still can't believe I found that name. I remember that was like the first name that like popped into my head when we were doing it as like Tallulah. Literally. You're very welcome, my darling. Is that everyone? Have I done everyone? I feel like I'm missing someone. You remember? Yes. Literally. One sec, girl. So, bro, thank you guys. So, let's have a look at who's next. I thought I was missing two people. Do I have. Right, if I butcher your name, please don't come for me. Do I have Mahari? Mari? Mary? Do I have M? Hello, boo. How are you? That was a complete butcher of a name. How are you, boo? What would you like your reading on? You know Jack the Ripper? Well, I'm Jamie the Butcher of Names. Is it slightly too early to be making those jokes? Oh. Half burning your hands and half burning your foods. At least you're not burning the house down yet. Here, what would you like your reading on, boo? Come on, don't leave me hanging. Honey, I ain't got nothing for you. I want to pick you up. Come on. Let me pick you up. Oh. Could you have a few cards, general and quick question, please? Looking at a career change next year, will it be successful? We can do that. Let me just give my dog a quick cuddle. My knuckle. What do I see for future love? We can do that. Abandon me. She is. She's my cousin's, but we're fostering her. And she keeps abandoning me. Abandoning me. I fucking give up today. Don't know what deck to use for you. At the moment, I'm really hating your energy. Because your energy is so hard to find a deck for. Can you stop having mixed energy today? Can you just be one mood? Can you have like one mood, please? Not 100. Let's go with this deck. It's a mix of moods and energies. It's not ha-ha. It's a pain in my ass. Right. So you're going to have a career change next year, my darling, and I feel like it's going to be very successful. Okay, I feel like it's going to guide you into new places and new directions as well, okay, my darling? Heath, put your money where your mouth is, my darling, or shut your damn trap. Simple as. Okay. You quite happily give me energy for free. No, thank you. No. I don't want it. Okay. What I would also say here is I feel like your relationship with your family is going to improve, my darling, but I feel like you need to learn independence. Okay, I feel like you keep relying on other people to make the energy better, but I feel like you might need to try and make it better yourself. Okay, it's time for you to have a go. You can't rely on other people to do it all for you. Okay, I feel like if you want the energy to adapt between the both of you, okay, and the family, you need to actually make it happen. Okay, you need to like talk. Whether they want to or not, you need to force it to happen. Okay, because right now you're wanting to do all the talking. You're going, we're going to do all the talking, and you're independent in that aspect, but you're not independent in demanding the talking. Okay, and this is your problem. Okay, we need to start demanding the chats, demanding the talk, and going, we're doing this now, whether you want to or not. Okay, and I feel like that'll be more beneficial for the both for the lot of you, to be quite frank. Okay, that will help the lot of you out. Who's having the arguments? Because we've got arguments coming. Who's having the arguments? Almost like it's someone that lacks the empathy. Okay, who's lacking empathy in your family, my darling, and creating arguments? Almost like they can't make choices. You were caught in the middle. They lack empathy, yeah. Have you had family counselling? Have you tried family counselling at all? I feel like that could help. Okay, this is almost like you can get your words across, but it's falling on deaf ears. It is. And I feel like we need to start making it land on ears that aren't deaf, if you get what I mean. Okay, we need to get them to open the ears. Okay, talk it out, be heard, be seen. Okay, because I just don't think that that's happening right now. And I think that that could be where the problem is. That's where the failure is. Okay. Just giving up and living life without them. So you want to know. Okay, I'm starting not to understand you anymore. You want to know if the relationships in your family will improve, but you're giving up. Do you hear yourself there, my darling? You want it to improve, but you're giving up. What sort of attitude is that? That's the attitude of a quitter. That's the attitude of someone that doesn't care. That's the attitude of someone that doesn't actually want anything to change. Okay? So if you want it to change, you make it change. Okay? If you want it to change, you manifest the change. You don't just quit. Okay? You manifest the change coming in. Okay? Yes, they might be rebellious against you. Yes, that might be making them a little bit jealous of you at the fact that you can move forwards and move on when you want to. Okay? But if you're just going to quit, why should they not quit? Why should they even bother starting to try? At the end of the day, if you quit, you close the doors. Okay, you don't keep them open. Okay, you submit and you lose at that point. And I can assure you that's not what you want. Okay, you're the sort of person that wants to succeed and wants to actually make this work, but you want to quit. It's almost like you don't want their charity. Like, you don't want their charity, but you still want the succession between you guys. But again, you've got to stop quitting. Okay, you're going on the defensive here. You're flattering yourself by going on the defensive and quitting. Okay, you're not actually helping yourself out there. If anything, you're harming yourself. Okay, so get out your stupid little head there. Okay, open it up. Stop being stupid. Become smart. Okay, you have a smart head on that body. You don't have a stupid one. So can we remove the stupid one, my darling, and put the smart one back on? Okay, please. I'll be a little bit more polite there, please. Okay, my darling, because you are a smart person. You're smart through brain, you're smart through integrity, you're smart through emotions, but you're shutting it all down because you're choosing to give up. Okay. Might be the extended, my darling. Okay. But if you give up, so does everyone else. And then no one tries to succeed. Okay, boo. So the moment you give up is the moment everyone fails. Okay, boo. Does that make sense? Thank you for the roses. Yes, that makes sense, boo. Your career will be successful next year, my darling. I did that bit at the start. You will have a successful career. Okay. You will succeed in a new career, my darling, don't worry. Okay. Future love, I don't see anything right now. Okay, because you can't love yourself and you can't love the family. So the future love isn't going to come in until you learn to cooperate and until you learn to almost like change your mindset. Okay, if you can't love yourself, you can't love another. Okay, and if you can't accept what's going on, then you can't accept any other people. If you can't help yourself, you can't help others. So you've got yourself into a bit of a stuck situation, okay, where there's no real future love coming in until you sort of change what you've got right now. Okay, once you change what you got right now is when the future love will start coming in. Okay, so we're looking around about in the next 6 months. Okay, my darling. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Now I've got my last reading. Brilliant. I'm glad that made sense too. Remember, guys, I am doing a massive order tonight, so if you would like to add to my Amazon order, don't forget, go and check out my Buy Me a Coffee wish list, as we do have some amazing decks in there. Also, don't forget to book private readings with me, because I can tell you now, you won't regret them. You will have a splendid time. In those readings, you can use me a little bit like a counsellor, I would call it, except for, remember, I'm not a certified counsellor. I can't do counselling, okay? But what I can do for you is I can sit there and listen. Okay, my darling, I can sit there and listen for you if you need to vent, let stuff out. And we can also do a reading. You don't have to. Okay, if you just want to talk, you can. Okay, as I always say, it's your money, your choice. You choose how the session goes. Okay, we have it starting at 10 minutes, going all the way up to 60-minute readings. We do. Okay, so we do have a variety of different types of readings that we can do. I haven't forgotten you, my darling. I was just saying while I was writing that person down. Okay. So if you would like privates, we do have that. We also got cameos. Okay. You can also hire me out for events as well if you would like to. Okay. Remember, please be in the West Midlands. Otherwise, your billing is going to be through the roof. Let's put it that way. Also, don't forget to check out the Buy Me Coffee wishlist as well, because with that, it does mean we get new decks and we get to add to my collection. And yeah, we get new variety of readings. Because the nice thing about different types of decks is you get different types of readings depending on the imagery of the deck as well. So, do I have Goji? I've really said that wrong, but do I have them? Where am I located? I'm located in the West Midlands, my darling of England. Hello, respect yourself, my darling. Goji. It's not Gabby, my darling. It's spelled Gogi, not Gabby or Gobby. Did I say Gobby? Oops. Goji. Not Gobby. Not Gobby Queen. I did say Goji. Right, I'm going to use Google to tell me how I need to say that. I will be going to Florida eventually, soon. Okay. I know you are, my darling. I'm just going to work out how to say your name, because I'm really butchering it. How do I say Gogi? What, like Goggy? Yeah. Okay. Never search up what it means. It means meat. Didn't even answer the question I'd asked it. Damn it. Right, what would you like your region on, my darling? Sorry for absolutely butchering your name. But yeah, what would you like it on? You need financial and career reading. What's coming next? Check. With what best is for you. Okay, so do you want to know like how your finances are going to be and what's happening with your career? Is that correct? Okie dokie. What do you do right now? You're invisible. Right, okay. Well, first of all, you need to be a leader. Okay. Because I feel like you'd be more successful in like a supervisor slash boss role. Have you ever tried starting your own business, especially in health? I feel like health would be a good place for you to work. Okay, I feel like you got the brain cells for that, and that's coming from me. Okay. I feel like health would be quite good for you. So that could be through health in makeup brands. It could be through health in that sort of thing. Okay. But you're still in the process, yeah. Because I feel like health would be your best decision. I feel like that would be your best place, my darling. Um, I just feel like maybe like the beauty side of health might work out better for you. Okay. Yeah, you have to remember, my memory ain't that good, my darling. But the fact I know you should be doing health is good. In fact, I can remember that. Okay. But yeah, to be quite frank, any sort of health is good for you. Okay, but like doing makeup brands, that sort of thing. So as long as you're not a doctor, you'll be fine. Okay. Don't go for the doctor bit. You won't have good mental health doing that. Okay. I feel for you, stick with the health. Don't move on from that. Okay, because I feel like you will be financially great. I feel what you've got to stop trying to do is be as good as everyone else. Okay. Okay. I feel like you need to be different. Okay. How's your promotion? What's your promotion like? Do you use social media to promote yourself at all? Because I don't feel like there's been enough promotion been done. No, I'm with a company who's going to help me. I was going to say your promotion doesn't look that good. I would say try and use as much social media to your advantage as you could. Okay, even if it's you who's doing it. Okay, it doesn't need to be amazing. Okay, it's grow London local, but they are so slow. So yeah, take it into your own hand. Okay, it might be hard, but while you're waiting for them, start doing your own promotion. Okay, because I feel like that will get you more clients. Do you use Etsy? Use Etsy at all? Yes, but no success. Go back on Etsy. Use Etsy, use Shopify. They're going to help you out, my darling. Okay. I feel like it's no success because you're not doing any promotion. People aren't going to find your Etsy page without promotion on your social medias. Okay. If you got Etsy, you need social media. Okay. You need to promote it. Okay. Make a video every day, every week, every month. Whatever you can do, make it. Okay. The algorithm prefers you doing one every day to three every day. Okay. But if you can't do that, at least do once a week, once a month, or once every other day, my darling. Okay. But you need to get some promotion in there yourself because you ain't going to get nothing otherwise because you've not got the balance. Okay. And I feel until you get the balance, you're screwed. You're screwed because you just need to get the discovery. You just need to get out there. Okay, I feel like social media will get you all over the world. Okay, so you'll get people all over the world wanting you, my darling. Okay, and I feel like that's the most beneficial thing that you need, boo. Okay, that's what's going to keep you moving. Okay, that's what's going to bring money into your life. Okay, boo, once you start doing this, you'll be fine. Okay. You might have tried everything, my darling, but you've not kept trying. Okay. Do you think I grew my business in a day? Do you think I grew it in a year? And the answer to that is no. I've promoted it loads. I've gone to events. I've taken money out my own pocket to grow my business. Okay. And what you got to do is sometimes you got to sacrifice so much. You've got to take a lot of money out of your own pocket to grow. Okay. I paid £75 yesterday to go to an event and I only made 50. I didn't even make my stall fee back, but my name got out there. Okay, my name got out there. And that is what you've got to do. Okay, is get your name out to where you can. Okay, even if you like I didn't make any stall fee back yesterday. Got £50 and I made no profit. Okay, but my name still got out there, and that's what you need. Okay, so even if you can only do that through social media, a little bit of profit gets you so far. Get some business cards. It's about 50 quid per business per. I think it's like 500 business cards. Okay, to get them made, about 50 to 100 quid. It is okay. And when you go to like your look at billboards and put them on them. Okay, put them on notice boards. Okay, in local places. Get your business out there that way as well. Okay, literally talk to people. Okay, just get any sort of promotion you can, even if it's word of mouth. Okay, you're a single mum, no money. So what? You're a single mum, that's nice. Okay. I see a lot of single mums owning their own businesses, owning their own podcasts. Okay. And that's because they've not given up, my darling. Okay, it's hard, don't get me wrong. Okay, and the fact that you're still managing to be where you are being a single mum still is amazing. Okay, but you're starting to give up. And that's where your problem is. Okay, so what we need to stop doing is getting to the giving up stage. Okay, don't even allow yourself to get to that stage, okay, boo? You need to be in this to win this. Okay, and you need to keep going forwards for it, okay, boo? Don't hold yourself back. Okay, at all. Okay. You put £1,000 into your business and you're in debt. That's amazing. Okay. And that's going to sound absolutely awful coming out of my mouth. But it's amazing that you're willing to put £1,000 into your business. Most people will put about five. Okay. So the fact that you put £1,000 in, yes, you've not made any profit yet. Okay. Yes, you're in debt now, but you will get that money back. Okay. Sometimes you have to put money in you don't have yet, aka get a loan, before you can get any money back. Okay. I've put thousands of pounds into my business through buying cards, upgrading my office, through buying the equipment, paying phones, paying bills. Okay. When it comes to like my business bills, paying my subscription bills. Okay, I spend thousands of pounds a year. Okay, in like a few years. I do. Over 3,000 in 3 years, 4,000 in four. Spend about 1,000 a year, I do. Okay. And it's hard. Okay. It's hard. It really is. But you gotta keep going. Okay. Okay. You gotta keep going. I was invisible. Before I started on TikTok, I was invisible. I didn't even have any followers. Okay, I would go live every day, 3 hours a day. Okay, to no one. And I sit there, just waiting. Okay, for 3 hours a day. Hello, Emily, how are you, boo? Okay. And now look at me, running my own business from my own home. Okay. It's all about the fact that you believe in yourself. And once you start believing, my darling, you'll get there. Okay, your business is about to flourish. Okay. Your business is about to flourish, my darling. Okay. It's about to grow. Don't you worry. Okay. You've just got to believe. Okay. You're going in the right direction. You've just got to keep going. Okay, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Okay, and don't quit yet. Okay. But you'll get there, okay, boo? Does that make sense? Brilliant. I'm glad that made sense. Right, I'm going to pop off now, guys, because I've got tea. I need tea. I need to eat tea. need food. And then I'll probably be on again tomorrow for Freebie Live. I will be. Okay. Oh, do you want to play this evening after 8? While I wait for that answer. Is B gonna message you / call you anytime soon? Yes. They will. Right, I'm gonna pop off now, guys. I'll be back on tomorrow. I can't after 8 as I'm booked up with the others for a stream. That's alright, my darling. I can't do before, my darling. Okay, because that's when I'm having my relaxation. My time to myself. My bath. It's when I get to be me. I'll be on tomorrow, though, Oak. Okay, I'll be on throughout the day tomorrow. Yeah, I can do tomorrow afternoon. I'll do my stream in the morning. Or I can do it in the evening, actually. God's girl, I've got dinner. I'll be on tomorrow, though, for Freebie Live. Okay. Sweet Oak. Have a good one, boo. Right, I'm going to pop off now, guys. Oh, I've cut myself on my forehead. I'll be on again tomorrow for a Freebie Live, so don't forget to join. Tulipit for now, thank you all so much for your support, and I hope that you all have an absolutely fabulous rest of your evening, afternoon, or day, depending where you are. Tulipit for now. Bye.